For today's debate, we would like to introduce Mr. Tibal Capulet. And from the other side, let's give a round of applause for Mr. Mercutio Escaluz. Now that we're here, let's begin the debate, shall we? But before we start, we have to remind you of the basic rules. The one who answers first would be in alphabetical order. Each of you would be given 45 seconds to answer. If debater number 1 interrupts a fellow debater, they will be penalized by reducing the seconds on how long they interrupted the other debater. And the last reminder, these debates should remain friendly. Now that we're done with the basics, what are we waiting for? Economy or society? You have 45 seconds to give your answer, Mr. Capulet.
According to myself, focusing on our country's economy also means that I prioritize every single citizen in our society. The economy is not something anyone can handle, and I do believe that I am one of the few that has the potentials to develop the system. That's why I am here, standing in front of you, proving my potential and skills to be one of the country's best politicians in the making.
I would choose society. You choosing economy for the sake of the people is such a nice decision. But I doubt that would truly help society. Yes, it would be a good plan for the country. But in my perspective, concentrating on the major issues happening in society would be the most accurate answer for what our country truly needs. Especially in our healthcare. We can tell that our country needs a lot of improvements when it comes to this kind of issue. We don't have to be at the top. We just have to make sure that everyone can afford medical help without thinking about the consequences.
Nice agreement.
I doubt you will succeed that. Fast considering that your ancestors were also in politics before were smarter than you. And yet, look at us now. So, I suggest to keep that lousy opinion to yourself, mister.
Maybe your rude and disgusting mouth is something to be proud of, not Mercutio.
Mr. Keep your temperatures average.
Well, best of luck to your in-the-making position to hell, T-Bulb.
No wonder why you dress so dull and speak so loud. I have observed you are Lucifer's son.
How dare you speak of my name like that, thou foul beast?
Seems like everything's becoming too personal here, Mercutio. Might as well tell everyone that your precious best friend Romeo is getting in my way by being in a relationship with my Juliet. This is what I came for.
Shut the cameras!
Good evening, Uncle. What is it that you need at this hour?
Greetings. What are you doing at this hour?
Chilling in the house?
Don't you see what's happening right now?
What?
Check your socials, Romeo. You're all over the tweets now. Now you know what's really happening. I'm here to warn you about your parents and President Capulet. I'm certain that you're aware of what they can do after knowing about this. I'll hang up now.
No! No! Oh heavens! What am I going to do? Have the galaxies collided? Oh, my Juliet. Forgive us, oh Lord. My love, oh darling, pick up the call. I guess I need to kneel down and pray the whole sunlight. Juliet, where could you be? I am dying to know if they already punished you with their mere hands and authority. I am going to break knowing I did something wrong. It is my fault if something bad happens to you. I am doomed to death, Mercutio. I thought we're best of friends.
I know what I did, my friend. Paris just took advantage of his name. Give me time. You know it is difficult for me too. I have been protecting you my whole life. Calm down, man. Whatever happens to you, happens. But to me, brother, I could die under your arms.
I don't care. I'm not getting any updates of Juliet.
Wait.
What?
Oh, forgive me. The office of the president just messaged me directly. They stated that I need to tell you that the president wants to speak to you.
Sir,
Let's talk. Before I kill you with these hands.
may I ask what you need from me?
How long have you and my daughter been hiding this? I don't care about you and my daughter having a relationship. No matter how long it is, I will kick her out either way.
You are so ruthless. I can't believe you can do this to your own daughter. Have mercy.
I thought my daughter will leave our side, considering how weak-headed and dumb she can be. But if you think I'm joking around, I'll prove it to you by kicking her out now. Maid, help Juliet.
Stop. Let's talk this out.
If that's what you want.
I see how serious you are about it.
I wasn't kidding in the first place.
I really love your daughter, sir. If you may, sir, please, let us be together. I can prove everything to you. Please, let your daughter be happy with me. I'll promise not to make tears fall from her eyes.
You truly love my daughter. That's nice. Makes me wanna cut your body into pieces. No Montague should give dust to Capulet's name. If this is what you want us to talk about, then I will kick her out of my place. You're letting more useless words just waste my time. There are only two choices. One is you'll be banished from the city, or I'll let my daughter do that for you. No matter the probabilities.
If this is what you want, fine. I'll stay away from your daughter, no matter how hard it is.
I guess the rumors are true. The Montague's only son has the wits to understand what I really mean.
With all due respect, Mr. Capulet, I won't let anyone speak with disgrace to my family name. I pack my things and move right away as soon as possible.
You learn your lesson now. Do not underestimate a Capulet, especially if it's a Fulgencio.
Oh, darling, what happened to you?
Juliet, where is she?
She is in her room, Mr. President.
Juliet, open this door before I get mad at you.
You don't like it when your father raises voice at you, right? So you better open the door, my lovely daughter, or else Dad will forcefully destroy this.
Promise you won't get mad?
What have you done, you little piece of... You're a disgrace to this family, you foolish kid. Your betrothal with Paris shall carry on. I know that you're not that senseless for you to not perceive. Even stupid people will understand why a Capulet can never be with a Montague.
I'm so sorry, please. We love each other.
Don't give me that rubbish. Love would benefit you in life.
Might as well admit you only married Mom for money and high status.
Darling! If something happens to your father, you know who's the one to blame now. If only you didn't let your foolishness devour you, nothing of this will happen. Call the family doctor. Now!
Goodness gracious, your name is all over my social media now.
I'm sure I will be grounded at any time now as I speak.
If they ask me about this, shall I pretend I do not have any knowledge about it?
I'm sure they already know.
Oh, alright then. Then how will you communicate with Romeo?
This is where you will help me. Besides, I'm your dearest friend.
Alright. Do we have a plan?
Well, about that, it's all on you, bestie.
You can't expect me to climb to your backyard, you mad lady.
Oh, nice idea, I must say.
I loathe you.
I thought we were best friends.
Fine. Wait for me. You should hide from the maids. I'm on my way. I will hang up now. Wait for me in the garden.
Mom!
Where's your laptop?
It's in the repair shop. I'm getting it fixed.
Do you think I will buy that lame excuse of time? We're not that poor to get things fixed, Juliet. We replace something when it's broken.
Fine, it's under my bed.
If this is the only way to make your connection with that lousy Montague vanish as his, then I'll be throwing this. I will not let any of your friends visit you until your engagement with Paris. Please do not go in our way. You are ruining everything.
Please make it on time, Taylor.
Juliet.
Taylor, my goodness. Last time the you're safe.
I don't think I can go down there.
Then what shall we do? They might catch us at any moment.
Catch this, Cinderella. Open it. I should leave this mansion before they see us. Adieu.
You're a blessing from the above. May the Lord keep us safe from any danger.
Have you heard what happened?
I did, but I didn't get the whole story.
Miss Juliet is in a relationship with the only son of the Montagues.
I cannot blame it on her. Romeo is a nice gentleman.
But the Capulets have already arranged a betrothal of Miss Juliet and Mr. Escalus. Isn't it that infidelity?
Silly. Miss Juliet doesn't even love the Escalus brat.
And here's the worst part.
What is it?
It turns out Mr. Capulet banished Romeo out Verona City. I don't know where he wants to be, but I'm certain that this is only the beginning of their conflicts.
Maybe it's us against a cruel world now, my Romeo.
It's a ticket to a private flight to Mantua. I happen to be one of the chairman's friends. That's why I was able to pull some strings.
I owe you one, Uncle. I'm so grateful.
This is nothing. Now, take your time packing your things so you can leave.
Pardon me, but what is it that you need of me?
I heard that Uncle Capulet wants to banish from Verona.
I must say, even worse of is now.
How's the young Capulet doing?
The First Lady confiscated all of our gadgets. Fortunately, I successfully sneaked in through the backyard and had her borrow my phone. I just hope she won't be caught by the maids, or else we won't have knowledge of her current state on the roofs of the Capulets.
Does my Juliet know about me going to Mantua?
That's what I'm not certain about. So, when are you leaving Verona?
I will take my leave after I talk to my darling.
Alright.
How will you meet her? She may not go out because of what happened.
We will plan to escape for a while, I guess, so we can meet and bid our farewells for one last time.
If you need a lending hand, I will be one call away.
I guess I already played my part, but I'll be willing to help if you need my assistance.
I don't know how to express my gratitude to both of you. May the deities bless you both. Farewell, everyone. May the Lord allow us to see the side of each other again, my dear.
I heard of what happened to you, sir. Knowing how healthy you can be, I hope he's in one of his artworks.
It isn't necessary for you to worry. I'll be able to fulfill my duties in a day. Or two.
If it wasn't for that foolish Montague, then none of this will happen to my darling.
That Montague is the one to be blamed for tainting my Juliet's innocence. How could he?
I already made sure that your arrival towards the heart of my daughter has left the city. And if you're that delighted, might also help us find the perfect schedule for your engagement party with my daughter.
Gracious! I'm so delighted with what you did on my behalf. I think next week will be great.
I am so excited for our daughter. I feel so much at ease knowing she will be with Paris. Well, I do hope that the conflicts will finally get fixed.
I will be ending the call. I still need to rest. Have a good night, everyone. You won't be able to get away from my grip now, Juliet.
I invited the two families, the Capulets and the Montagues, with the hope to make peace and solve another conflict for the long rivals.
I heard about the young Montague's banishment. So how's your daughter doing, Your Excellency?
Her freedom is on hold as we speak. My wife has confiscated all of her devices and banned her connections. Except Taylor. If it weren't for their friendship.
I must ask you this. Haven't the thought of ever ending this conflict ever come to your mind?
Seems like it didn't as we are having this pointless conversation.
If that's your judgment, I will have no choice but to go along with it. Will Romeo ever return from Mantua? That young man grew up here. I watched him, every milestone. It must be sore to his parents as it is already to me.
He might as well give it a try and see if he'll return without losing any part of his body.
My daughter's betrothal to your kinsman Paris must go on, and we, as the Caplets, are willing to do anything just to make sure that no one is going against us, even if getting rid of that lad will be the fitting solution. Then we shall execute it.
Madam, have you got no shame? You are just proving to us how merciless and brutal you, Capulets, can be.
How dare you speak ill of my wife?
Are you alright, dear? Pardon me, but our family shall take our leave now. We already had enough of this talk.
Alright, if that's what you want. Take care on your way home. I guess peace shall continue, even if it means Romeo leaves.
Then we will also take our leave now. Disrespect of this last my blood boy.
Oh, my poor little Romeo. Take care of yourself, my dear. If you need my accompaniment, I will think twice about visiting and staying with you there for a while.
I can take care of myself, Mother. You don't have to worry about my state. So please wipe the sadness falling from your eyes. It isn't suitable for the most beautiful woman I've witnessed with this pair of eyes.
Sweetheart, we know our son well. Let's have faith in him. You should take your leave now, my son.
I hope I can see her again.
I heard of you getting vanished out of this city. Is what my ears heard is right?
We won't be able to see each other again, darling.
Then we shall make a plan.
May I have knowledge of this plan?
Let's meet before we leave. For one last time.
Good thing I have the same thought in mind. We are really each other's lost half.
Tilly. Well, not lost now. At what time shall we meet?
Before my flight, 5 hours from now. Let's meet in the park.
Then I shall get ready as I will desert from our residence.
Forget not to be safe.
Then I will. And I rest now. Have a good night. May the deities grant you a wonderful dream.
If that is true, then the deities have granted it, as I am here talking to the future I wish for. Good night. Thank goodness you made it safely.
How long have you been waiting?
I've been waiting for 10 minutes.
I'm deeply sorry for making you wait.
There's no need for your pardon, as I am willing to wait, no matter how long will it take.
Waited for each other, just to bid farewell. As they spent the last minutes together, they watched the stars move as they did, holding each other's hands as if they will hold each other forever, thinking about the truth, that they may not see each other ever again.
How the deities got no shame. They separated us, and they won't give us enough time to bid our farewell.
Oh, my lovely Juliet. Tears are not deserving to fall from those beautiful eyes of yours. The world has been against us ever since.
You should arrive there safely, as I am here, waiting for thee to return.
I am saddened to say this, but I have to flee now.
Let me tighten the grip, as if it may be the last hug you may receive from me.
I promise it won't be the last, love.
Keep your promise, please. that you want to be part of my story, our story.
I will.